And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. They'll run here with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Heineke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, touchdown, Washington? Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second and 7, Hill. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hill looks to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Hill. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Hill now to throw. Being chased out left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To try again after the sack. Hill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On third down, Heineke slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
To throw again on second down. Hill steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Throwing on third down. Hill under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Rolling to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A handoff for Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. To the air again, Heineke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
Looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
And his throw is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Heineke.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Hill's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. They go play fake, and it's Hill.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Chase Young
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. The 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Heineke to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Heineke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Heineke. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Heineke.
And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. Now he's flushed out left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
That's all you got!
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Gibson again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing. Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Hill. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. On 1st down, Hill. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Here's Hill.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Off of play action, Hill. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Charles,
Are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part